to the KonnecT Show on TapN Radio.
I got that true voiceover voice. Hey, let's get it. Hold up, wait a minute. All righty then, biscuits and banana. Oh, let me tell you, moms. Okay, first of all, before we get started, I am Sapphire Edible McLovin.
DJ Mom's Music was at it.
And you're listening to the KonnecT Show. All right, so with that being said, you see how I was just talking to you about biscuits just now?
Biscuits,
So I did not know that was the secret word today when I was trying to get into this system. I ain't going to say what system, because this is the only password I use it to.
Password was biscuits?
He said it's a word that starts with a B. I said, there's no question. He was like, no, I'm sorry. They don't have the clue questions for this system.
Wow.
I said, is it business? He was like, no. I'm like, yeah, because that's 8 letters. Dang. I'm like, what could it be? I was like, he said, you can try until I reset. I said, biscuit? He was like, yes. I wasn't sure if that was an animal or not. I was like, no.
What?
So he was like a pet. Like he thought maybe it was a pet name.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, so what's up with that new question? Because I'm going to need a question. He was like, what would you like your hint to be? I said, just grab him in the. He said, excuse me?
Just grab them in the biscuits.
Yeah. I said, just grab them in the biscuits. I said, remember Humpty Hump said that in the Humpty dance? Okay.
Yeah,
he didn't.
Before it's time.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. Anyway, before. Oh,
right.
That is culture. All right. Before we get started into our regularly scheduled stories, I want to give a shout out to rapper Slim 400's fans, his family, his loved ones. He was shot and killed in Inglewood yesterday.
Damn.
His name is Vincent Coran, and he was shot at 750 in Inglewood, California. The cops actually heard the shots, responded rather quickly. Paramedics tried to treat him on the scene, but unfortunately he didn't make it. There are no arrests. There's no word on a motive, no circumstances of why it even happened.
Wow.
So hopefully this won't be another Tupac Biggie situation where it's just some question marks.
Oh, well.
And it's like, nobody knows what happened. All right? So shout out to Slim 400's people. All right. Are you ready to be entertained? Is that not why you're here?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, so you should be entertaining me. Yes, you should be entertaining me. Why his camera look like he in trouble? Why he look like he in the corner?
I always look like I'm in a corner.
You do look like you in the corner, like you did something wrong. Like why you don't adjust this? Get this together. Excuse me, audio engineer. Might you do your technical duty and him up? No, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna get up.
It's Mom's Corner. It's Mom's Corner.
We should call it Mom's Corner. It's Mom's Corner. Thank you. That's a little better. I still say you need to put a backdrop in the corner if that's where the camera gonna be. Oh, okay, fine. Oh, I got a backdrop. Anyway, a black couple is about to sue American Airlines.
For?
Because so there's a couple that got a 7-week-old baby on American Airlines. They're coming from North Carolina, Charlotte to be exact, and they're going to Philly. I guess the guy that was, you know how it's like 3 people in a row?
Yeah.
So I guess he was in the window because they were in the aisle. So they stood up to let him in. He was like, nah, y'all gonna have to move. So as they're trying to get out to let him in, this random flight attendant dude with shoulder-length blonde hair is standing right there basically blocking them like, is there gonna be a problem?
What?
Like, bruh, like, what are you doing? So she's like, well, we're trying to get out. And then, like, immediately they were like, oh, there's a problem. Told the captain of the plane and put the couple off.
Wow.
They had to schedule another flight.
Yeah.
And then why the dad in the couple, why he's trying to use his phone to take video, the flight attendant is trying to knocked the phone, reaching over the baby,
Wow. See.
trying to knock the phone out his hand.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's
what?
assault.
Yeah.
That's assault.
Like, what are you doing, my guy?
Yeah.
So they got it on video because they're like, what did we do wrong? Like, why are we getting put off? But I just feel like that was some down south race. Not to say that they don't do that ish anywhere else, but they was in North Carolina.
That was North Carolina. So
Yeah, and the dude trying to get into the road was white, and then the flight attendant dude was white too.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I don't know. You know, I ain't saying off the rip, but I'm just saying.
If it walk like a duck, quack like a duck,
and talk like a racist, no.
chances are
it's a racist. All right, so okay, Black China is being investigated after supposedly a girl was held captive in her room. Is my head cut off? No. Okay.
held captive.
The girl is saying she was held captive. I ain't even sure. So I saw the video, right?
Okay.
The girl came with the tears. She's so mean. She's so rude. She yelled at me. And the dude filming her is like, man, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. You know, y'all ain't got to treat us like this. So ultimately, it was all fun and games at first.
Oh.
Then, now, what's being said is that the girl was drunk. And Black China was telling her not to leave because she was drunk. Like, you need to just stay here.
Just stay here because you're drunk, because you're inebriated.
Because you're inebriated, which turned into, she just should have let that little hot ass girl go then, if that's the case. Like, if I got to get investigated for trying to help your punk ass out, but I don't know exactly what happened. We got to wait to see more details. But what I'm not going to do, media, is say Black China did anything just because this chick is on camera crying. Yeah, I'm not here for your tears.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like, I need to hear a full story first.
All the stories.
All the story. Because you can see in the beginning of the video, Black China is telling the dude, like, you can stay out here. He was like, I ain't staying out here. I'm leaving. And then the girl comes out and she's like, as she gets down the hall. When she first came out, she wasn't crying. But as she started to get down the hall, she's like,
oh, for real?
Yeah, it turned into some bullshit.
Chills.
It turned left quick, so we'll find out what happened with that.
Okay.
Who's got the tears? Who beat the case? Well, white. Oh,
the guy.
Written something.
Yeah.
He was
the 17-year-old boy.
They said he was out to lunch with the prosecutor in.
Oh yeah, I knew it was going down.
To say what?
Wow.
How I kill people?
He was on the other show, like, I forgot what show he was on. He was like, yeah, I used to love LeBron, but now I don't like him no more because he made that comment.
So, like, LeBron's feelings is hurt because you don't like him no more.
He is really going on shows.
But because he's a killer? Shit, if that's the case, we should let out half of the prisoners. They could go on there saying they killers. Yeah, we killed too. What? Like somebody applauding you for shooting somebody. Get the fuck
But
out
it
of
was
here.
in self-defense.
Get out of here. Ain't no self-defense. You was standing there on camera, standing there waiting for them to come out. You were in front of an empty building, my guy. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Because you have me getting into some other
Getting
stuff.
all riled up.
All riled up in my feelings. All right. Mandatory food recycling is going to begin in California. So you thought you was just going to throw them chicken bones out. You thought you was just going to throw out that random old onion from the refrigerator. But what you're going to do is you're going to recycle it, and it's going to be mandatory because it's going to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from landfills. I said, California, y'all always a step above and beyond. I am not mad at you.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you recycle food though. What?
So you make it into compost.
Oh, it's compost? Okay.
Yeah, you just crush that junk up and make it. You see, it's a big blob right there. You make it into some compost. You put it on some trees and whatnot. You can make that probably into some other things like paper. I think you can also make it into some type of gasoline. So yeah, that should be exciting. I'm happy to see it. I wish they would do that in more places. I would do it. But I already recycle my food because you know what? I throw it in the backyard.
You throw away in the backyard.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The squirrels, the gophers,
Oh,
the chipmunks,
gophers, chipmunks.
the fox, the geese, the deer,
Everybody.
the raccoon.
Oh, you got the whole forest in your backyard.
Word. The groundhogs.
Groundhogs.
There's a couple cats.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a whole Disney movie back there, don't you?
I know I should go out like, hello. Put my arms out, wait for birds to land.
Land on your arms
Word.
with a yellow dress.
Because that was the first time I had seen cardinals and bluebirds. Like, seriously, it's a lot going on back there.
Nah.
It's a
Wow.
lot going on.
Yeah.
Possums.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. All right, so I feed them. Yes, I do. I love the aminos. All right. Oh, my. They would never. Why waste the old food, though? If I was an animal, I would want somebody to feed me. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, so a guy goes into a bank. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm cashing my check. Do-do-do-do. And the bank manager said, it's fake. Then they called the police.
Oh.
Now, he had just finished a 12-hour shift at a grocery distributor in October when he tried to cash his $900 check in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
They called a manager over, says that it's fake, call the cops. The man is like, this is banking while black. Because it turns out it was a real check.
Wow.
But they had to sit here for 45 minutes. As a matter of fact, he's saying like this is racial, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He should sue. But the cops are saying, you need to calm down, first of all, okay? Don't say anything stupid because you're just going to get arrested for it. How you going to arrest me for talking?
For talking.
How you going to arrest me for talking, bruh?
For expressing my anger.
Because I'm mad because y'all telling me a check that I know is real is fake.
Fake.
And I got to sit here for 45 minutes with y'all punk asses after I just got off work for 12 hours. Butter rum. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm about to arrest you if you say something stupid.
Shut up, nigga, before you get arrested.
Like, what the... you know what? I'm so petty. I probably would have been moving my mouth. And I would have recorded myself the whole time. Not saying anything, just mouthing shit. Like,
just mouthing shit. For real.
Since I can't say nothing stupid.
I ain't say nothing.
Yeah, I didn't actually speak, officer. But, yeah. And then they talking about the guy told the officer, can you get him out of my office? He might take something on my desk.
Wow. Okay. Yep.
So that's U.S. Bank. Just let me throw that out there.
Yeah.
That's U.S. Bank.
Yeah.
So if you're with U.S. Bank, you might want to bank beige.
Yeah. Reconsider.
You might want to choose some other options. You know what I mean? They said that the bank reached a settlement with them only 2 weeks later because of the "you people" comment.
Oh, yeah.
And there is a thorough investigation.
Right.
But they talking about nothing indicates that race was a component. Like, get out of here. After he said "you people." But if that's the case, if y'all didn't think it was a problem, you wouldn't have reached a settlement after 2 weeks.
Right.
Let us move on to our next story.
She said,
They talking about closing Chicago because, people been getting shot in the loop. And they're supposed to be holding another event there on Saturday. So you see how the bridges are raised? If you're watching this, the bridges are raised, which means nobody would be able to come from the north and the west sides. Basically, you wouldn't be able to get to downtown.
Get into town.
And they talking about doing that this weekend because they said they've been wilding.
Wow.
Wilding.
You just got to put the city on pause.
And then another event
Reset.
down there, though. Like, what is this event? Is it called They Wildin'?
Something.
I couldn't find the event. I was like, well, why didn't y'all just stop the event? Like, why everybody can't go to downtown?
Right.
But I guess because it was already on social media, I don't know. I guess it might be too difficult to stop it.
Probably.
All righty then. So, I'm going to put this actually on our social media page. I'm going to do a little something on Instagram for this next story because, oh my gosh. Wait, if I do a live on Instagram, is it going to stay on there or does it just disappear?
Disappear. It disappears after Third.
He don't know either. We don't know together. I never go live on Instagram.
Go live on Instagram.
I never do it. They're checking my connection.
Check your connection.
Yeah, they're checking it. Okay. All right.
Go live. And
All right.
we're live.
The reason we're going live is because Jussie was my next story anyway.
Jussie Smollett.
Jussie Smollett. Well, Jussie just got found guilty on, boom, five counts of lying about the whole incident. Now, you know when he went in there, Jussie was like, I did not tell a lie. But apparently, the jury felt like Jussie lied. Because how did he explain away the check that the guys had?
Yeah.
That they cashed? Like, how did you, what did you say that was?
Yeah, I think he tried to say it was for working out, gym membership and all that.
To the dudes?
Yeah.
Hey there, KonnecT Network. How you doing? And CKI One Management. What's up? What you good with you? So we talking about Jussie Smollett and how he just got convicted on 5 counts.
Jussie Smollett.
He was convicted 5 counts lying about the whole incident that happened with the brothers, where he said that they attacked him because of his homosexuality. He said they was like Empire.
That's that dude from Empire.
And it was like. And then he said later on he realized he had a rope around his neck.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't realize that at first, because there's something's around my neck. I think I might neck.
Yeah, especially if it's pulling.
Yeah.
Especially if it's pulling.
I'm saying.
And tightening.
It's not gonna take a minute for me to be like.
And then I realized.
Unless I'm into some freakier.
Yeah.
On a regular basis. Like, I'm used to getting choked out, so damn. No. Anyway. Thanks for joining. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Next story.
Yeah, okay. I'm sharing. Oh, what? Oh, you got to add titles. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know how this worked.
You need social media training.
Word. All right. I'm saying I'm having a good time. Listen, people want to know that you are learning. I am learning, okay? I'm learning. I wasn't big on social media, but I'm trying to learn it. Anyway, you know that there was rumors that Rick Ross was beefed out with Meek Mill. Did you know this?
No.
So
this is new.
Supposedly Meek didn't let Ross into a birthday party he had in Miami months ago. People aren't really sure if that was really true, but he did say on Twitter, he deleted the tweet, but people save-ish.
Soon, yeah.
He said,
Once
I haven't.
It's out there.
He said he hadn't gotten paid for music, and I don't know how much money labels make off me. I need lawyers ASAP.
Oh, that's what he was talking about. I remember that tweet.
That's what he was talking about.
I remember that tweet.
So Ross, went on recently to the real CL24 to basically say, we both hustlers. That's one thing about life. You grow together. I want to see him do it. There's lots of people that didn't last or was still down with me the way Meek is. So I want to see the homie shine regardless. So he's tampering down on those rumors.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he definitely doesn't want to do a Birdman Lil Wayne. So he hard, and with him and T Pusha, they was going in on Baby. So and the whole thing with Lil Wayne. So I'm glad to see though that they gonna try to
work it out.
Work it out. We gotta see what Meek's saying though. That's great.
Yeah. Bro.
All right, next story. If you are watching this, oh my gosh, do you see the person in the orange? Is she? Oh, that's so sad. The lady was in the car that fell into the Niagara Falls, and somebody saw the car floating. So they sent somebody in to go get her.
Right.
I mean, I know it was the Coast Guard, but I'm just saying. I mean, he's a Coast Guard member. He's a Coast Guard somebody.
They said the Coast Guard.
He's a Coast Guard somebody.
He's a Coast Guard somebody.
We're all somebody.
Mom, don't get that person.
We're all somebody. No, moms could have clearly gotten her. Just throw him in a harness. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
No, but
I
it
would've
was a
been there,
Coast
too.
Guard diver. But it just looks so crazy how he was able to get her out of the car. You know what I
Wow,
mean?
yeah.
Like while it was floating like that, and they like helicoptered him in. That was bananas. Nobody knows how the car ended up in the Niagara Falls. If it was on purpose or on
crazy.
accident,
Right.
they don't know what
Yeah.
was going on.
That was the closest rescue they ever did, close to the fall.
The closest one close to the fall? Yeah, because the water is all spattering up. That's exciting.
She was 60 years old.
Yeah, she was a little older. She was in her
Oh.
60s. Let's go on to the next story. I'm gonna say this real quick. So people are stealing in bulk from stores like Target, Home Depot, and then they're selling the stuff on Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, Let Go, stuff like that. What they're trying to say, the CEOs of these different chains are asking Congress to investigate organized retail crime. Let me say it again. Say it again.
Organized retail crime.
Organized retail crime is now
Wow,
a thing.
that's a thing now. Okay.
And we're just going to move on because I thought that was funny. I said, really? Seriously? Seriously. Anyway, all right. So there's a guy. I know. There's a guy who's Johnny Martinez, but he identifies as black. You know, he's got some melanin popping. And so he works for a tow truck company.
Okay.
The tow truck company works for an apartment complex.
Gotcha.
He's looking in the windows of cars, trying to see if the tags are correct, to see who he about to cop some money off of. Of course, Karen and her son come. That's the one you were supposed to cop. My bad. Karen and her son come along, and they're like, "What are you doing here? You don't live here." He's like, "I'm doing my job." They're like, "What is your job exactly?" He was like, "None of your business."
None of your damn business.
So she feels some kind of way. So she calls the cops like he has a very nasty attitude. Because she's like, this is private property. He's like, so how do you think I got in here? Hello?
Right.
So then the son gets to trying to knock the phone out the dude's hand. Like he hit his keys, bottle opener fall. While he picking up his keys, the son tried to rush him. So he got arrested for assault, as he should. Little
Right.
Bia, stop acting like a Bia. Got your mama involved in some whole stuff. Anyway, last but not least, we got to talk about them. All right, so I need my jingle.
You can't make this ish up.
You can't make this ish up. All right, so 232 skiing Santas take to the slopes at a Maine resort.
All right. Skiing Santas.
232
200.
people wearing Santa Claus costumes
Wow. Yeah.
went to ski and snowboard to raise money for a nonprofit. When I say dedication,
That's dedication. Every year.
they had on the whole situation, including the beard. Sleigh bells. Could you imagine going to ski and you just see mad Santas coming behind you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Anyway, the event actually got more than $5,000.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, for River Fund Maine,
That's like
which aims to create a bright economic future for the community.
Cool.
So, shout out to the Santas who went out there in all their costume. That's something I would do. I would put on a costume and be like, let's
you
do
the costume
this.
queen.
You
You the
know-
costume queen.
You know what?
Yeah.
I got to rebuild because when Ida flooded my basement, some of my costumes got taken out.
Oh, it just floated away.
Oh,
Moment of silence for your costumes.
oh. For the costumes. For the costumes. Well, all right. So now that that's done,
Yeah.
what would you like to say before we go?
Follow me on IG at DJ
Follow
_
me.
Mums Music.
Follow me. Thank you, Mums.
Thank you.
As you know, you can find the KonnecT Show, and I've started doing blogs on www.thekonnectshow.rocks.
Nice.
So check out our last blog from last week, and hopefully it's interesting to you. Our website is also taking email signups because we're going to start to do special things for people on our email list.
Oh, nice.
So make sure that you put your email in to www.thekonnectshow.rocks. Check us out on YouTube, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
That's that voiceover.
That's the KonnecT Show with a K. And follow TapN Radio. I'm Sapphire Edible McLovin. And thank you for listening to the KonnecT Show.
Yes. Did she have to slurp? Did she have to slurp, though?